course, there'll be an ad starting in like 5 minutes. Why wouldn't it? Don't think anyone's on yet, though, so... Oh well, might as well get the game started. Let's see. Let's see if it'll work. Boom. Dang. Well... Maybe... Hold on, I'm trying to get it to work. Yay! I got it to work. Just gotta do a couple more things. I'll get fully started once the ads start. I'll get started when the ads start. No, I'll get started when the ads are over with. That way, it'll give time for someone to show up in chat. And I'm only talking as in, like, to give the YouTube watchers something to listen to you. I know that this is not usually the most popular time of day to be streaming anything from my side, but that's why it's called Humpday Havoc, I suppose. And not just because Trigger Happy Havoc, it is to give me more of a variety of games I can play. I thought about originally naming this Humpday Horror. It's content that you enjoy to play. Yes! Welcome to the chat, 121. I can always count on you to show up at least. Make this not feel so alone. I know I know it's not a big deal if we get like 0 viewers, because we're doing this for fun. But at the same time, it does have some hint of discouragement. I don't know why, but it does. Is there ads playing on your end? I think they just went ahead and turned the ads off, because like... because there's no one here. Alright, well, let's go ahead and just load up. Wrong button. I'm used to playing the Switch. So help me, I'm trying to get not one, but 2 shiny gimme ghouls for my Pokédex, shiny debts. So this has to be it, right? Feels right. Yes. So what am I doing? Leave the area? No. I should head to the dining hall. Right. We're gonna... Ad break in progress. Lovely. Oh well. It's only 1:30, so we'll go ahead and, Is there anyone out? Nope. Everyone's made a point to go straight to the dining hall now. Too many murders.
Hey, Makoto.
Yep, that's Makoto. Sure as the sky's blue. Hey, Hina. Oh yeah, the knife. I just realized the knife's gone. The knife they so entrusted us with is gone. How have you been though? I'm actually doing pretty good. Yesterday I had a pretty bad migraine. Zanzu was, oof, he was out of it. And Monday I had the worst schedule possible. There was just no possible way I could stream. As you know, I usually do 4 p.m. Eastern time Mondays for Poke Monday. The problem is that Monday, not only did I have a doctor's appointment, but I had to head over to the mall. Not for shopping, mind you, but to talk to like internet people and whatnot. To transfer accounts over, to cancel my mother's, and then to start ours up. So that was fun. By the time I got back, there was a bunch of other stuff I had to do. By the time I got back, it was after 5. I didn't feel like streaming then. I am looking into interfaces for OBS. That way me and Zanzu can have our little mascots. Have like little chat boxes, like proper chat boxes, not the transparent one that we have going. So, you know, something a little more prominent that's easier to read. And it's not going to be blocked off by the game itself. Because I know for like a lot of Pokemon games, the chat box is right on top of the options box. Like Battle, Bag, Pokemon, whatnot. So it would be good to have that fits around a little better. Oh, I have to get back to the drawing. Yeah. So, that's how I've been doing. How have you been doing, 121? I'm curious. But still, that does sound interesting. I wonder what icon you two will be using. I will be using a cat. If that spoils things for you. I know Zanzu wanted to be green. And when I say green, I'm talking about the actual character from Guilds of Adventures. I don't know if you remember green. He's the weird one of the group. Probably an alcoholic. Anyway, I think he just wants a really cool dragon icon. I've drew little dragons. I'm not going to say I'm the best artist around. Definitely not. I have some minor talent that needs honing. So I can play around with that. Maybe I'll make something that's like really cool for Zanzu. And, because he likes cool stuff. And I'll go toward the cutesy direction. Hey, Hina. Oh, so that's it. A wild ferret. It appears in the chat. You really had me worried, you know. What happened to you last night? Why? How long was I out? Worried? Yeah, right after nighttime hit, we all went to get you. We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. We thought maybe you'd been, you know. I mean, not that that actually happened. I mean, nobody here would want to, you know. I can't wait for it both. I wonder if we can make it have a fire breath. Maybe. It depends on how much we'll figure it out, how well we can figure it out. I think, for now we'll do like the light up, like Knots does. And, Crow. I know Space Crow has a little bit of a light up and an open beak. So, who knows? We'll figure something out. I'll have like a cat picture, obviously. Cutesy. I might have it wearing different hats depending on the game I'm playing. Same with Zansu. I'll give it like different costumes depending on the game. He's just got to give me a heads up. I'm doing alright. Just got off work about 4 minutes ago and doing a bit of cleaning. And now about to head home. Other than that, I have been working on something a while and slowly coming together nicely. And you caught the ferret. Nice, nice, and nice. I hope your secret project comes out really great. I got some projects of my own that I'm working on. Nothing grand, just here and there. And we are working on trying to get some emotes together. Zanzu is he's figuring out which ones we're talking about, which ones we want. We definitely want the Ari lurking if we ever play D&D again. If we ever play D&D again. And I will say I will be getting an upgrade. Ooh, nice. Well, I will tell you something. If you start streaming yourself, you gotta let us know so we can, like, give shout-outs and whatnot. Okay? Oh, what was I doing? I was playing a game. I'm having too much fun. Just chatting away. I mean, not that that actually happened. I mean, nobody here will wanna, you know. Oh, I gotta do voices. So, anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. I had no idea you guys even showed up. But why did you come to get me? Did something happen? Well, lots of stuff, actually. I'm not sure I can really explain.
Okay.
Let's go meet up with everyone else, and then they can tell you all about it. So, is everyone waiting somewhere else or something?
That's right.
Oh, yeah! We all stayed up the whole night. The whole night? I lost that rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come to get breakfast for everyone.
Okay.
So you got here just in time. Come on, help me carry it. Okay, sure. Good thing we've been working out with Hina. Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up and I'll meet you there. The gym? Why is everyone in the gym? And the entire night? So, is anybody going to be... So I can just skip straight there. So, what's up? Ah, there he is.
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
This is worse than being late for your wedding, the birth of your son, and your own funeral, all at once.
What?
To show up now, like it's no big deal. You made us stay up all night. Wait, you slept like a baby in your bed? Just like Hina said, everyone was there. Besides Kyoko. And then I noticed, that's kind of extreme, but he isn't wrong. They formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw what something was. What? Before I could catch myself, I cried out. Wow! Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma. Whoa! I thought only Sakura could do that.
But what are you doing? What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
They all did it! They all did it!
Dismantling? But I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
Yeah, that's right.
No big deal, apparently.
She's not even phased.
Relax. There's no danger. You say that, but... What is this? What are you guys doing? Seriously, what are you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous?
Hey, come on.
Well, I guess I'll handle this. I'll explain what's going on, Makoto, 'cause that's how much I like you. Byakuya found this little fella lying around, and then we tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything. I respect the bear, but at the same time, he was extremely unhinged a bit. I'm afraid there's more than one, because remember the one that exploded after Mondo threw it? So,
What?
just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try to talk to Monokuma. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's see who gets. Let's see one pop up and it's like, you all fail. Just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try to talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance. And I found him here, just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, didn't say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? I waited there until nighttime officially began, but still Monokuma lay there motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move. So I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It was master stroke of genius. A chance to find what made Monokuma tick. One thing we discovered is that he's quite a sophisticated machine. Its leaks beyond any normal remote control toy. Who has enough free time to invest in something like that anyway? But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? I thought maybe he malfunctioned, but we didn't find any cause as we were taking him apart. So if he didn't break down...
So in other words...
Then maybe something happened to his puppeteer, the mastermind. Something unexpected. I have a feeling Kyoko is behind this. Well, the Monokuma malfunctioning. Because it was something that she said, like last week we played this. It was like he couldn't control Monokuma and watch everyone at the same time. So they're not AI. Not at all. I can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected? They were probably so scared of Master they ran away in terror.
Could it be...
Or maybe they got sick or something. But Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who was that, if not the mastermind? Oh, I'm sure that's a recording. It's set to a timer and plays as necessary. That's true. He says the exact same thing every day, right?
Hey.
Hey guys, I don't think now's a good time for light conversation.
You know?
I just found something. That's a bomb. What is it? They are getting closer. Closer to death.
Huh?
It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What? What?
Bomb?
That's super bad. We need to get rid of it.
Roger that. My voice broke. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor. Any sudden movements, it's sure to go off.
What? What?
Motion sensors. Did they not learn the first? Apparently not. We are smarter than a 12th grader or 9th grader. Jeff Foxworthy would be proud. Motion sensor? For real? Oh, I'm starting to get all shaky.
Just a second.
Hey, get it together. You're a man, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Oh.
Oh,
You're so not fine. You're all Oh, I probably should have mentioned. The motion sensor is off right now. Don't scare me like that. You're the world's most spineless worm of the century.
Don't be mean.
Hey, come on. This century's just getting started. Don't call the race already. We're only like, what, 24 years in? There's still plenty of time left. Whatever, just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hanging on to it's not gonna do anyone any good. Oh yeah, good call.
Well?
Okay, it's done. Everything's all good. Hero put the bomb down, but that wasn't my main concern at that point. My eyes were glued to the Monokuma's remains. He just stopped moving all of a sudden. Was it really because something happened to the mastermind that they weren't inspecting? If anything, I would have placed the bomb near the wall. Good call. It might be enough to find freedom. But what could have been when I thought about it? I couldn't help but think back to the night before. Being attacked at that masked figure.
just a second.
Hey, Makoto? Huh?
Hey.
Don't us. Did you hear a thing we said? Huh? So that's a no. What are you, some kind of brain-dead farm animal? Sorry. We were saying, since we're done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now? And we decided to continue our offensive assault.
It's all clear now.
Try to uncover the mastermind's true identity. We're going to break into the headmaster's room. Really?
Naturally.
Since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance. Wouldn't you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there...
What?
If you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself. Or go live in the chicken coop with the other chickens. You can be chicken number 6.
Such ignorance.
This is a battle, a fight to the death between us and the mastermind. We don't have time to deliberate.
But
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now.
Come on.
So, what are you gonna do? Are you going to run away, or are you going to fight? You're right. I'll go with you.
It's all clear now.
Okay then, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourselves. I'll follow you anywhere, Master, to the ends of the earth. Sakura, if you can hear me, lend me your strength.
How about that?
I can do this. I'm a man. I can do this. I got the will of the entire universe on my side. We each found determination in our own ways, and when we were ready, we left the gym. Our target was the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school. This is it. Everyone's at the stairs area, apparently. Quillfish appears in a chat. Yeah, I'm not getting in his way.
Okay.
Sakura's gonna be watching over us. You don't own that ball!
So we're definitely going to find something to help us bring this to an end.
Okay, so all four of you guys down here. So, we finally reached the climax. So let's hurry up and finish it before the mastermind catches us all. Purchase successful.
Let's go.
This is why we expose every last detail of the mastermind. This is why we expose every last detail of the mastermind. Is everyone ready? This feels like a save point. You agree? And I save it in different files for like restreaming purposes, just in case.
I learned that from YouTube.
It's locked, as expected. So, what are you gonna do?
What?
Isn't it obvious? We're gonna tear this door off its hinges.
Wait, but the rules say...
We've seen that the mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore.
But
It's like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there,
So, in other words,
then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen.
hey,
Hey, you caught it! Congratulations, 121.
what?
We've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed that this is what we have to do. I wonder where we could use that. You had the same thought I did.
I mean,
You serious?
What the heck? We don't have any choice. We're desperate. Okay. Let's do it. Let's rip this door down.
actually,
Okay, but how are we gonna do that? That thing looks pretty sturdy. Then we'll need something sturdy of our own. What about that one thing? The thing in the tool shed.
oh, so then,
Oh yeah, the pickaxe!
I see.
Interesting. That could very well be exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it?
Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. It's probably 9 on the dot now.
It's all clear now.
Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01. That's straight up unreasonable.
But by myself?
Naturally.
Surely you like to have your me time once in a while, right?
What?
You know how long it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Take too long and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness.
hey,
If you're serious though, how are we gonna knock this door down? No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. He's right. You can't move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
We know the danger, but if the risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all flubber. No, I'm to a fluff sauce. Fap sauce?
what?
Rose, where did I come from? Wait, Genocide Jill, where'd you come from?
You called for me and so I am here. It's the wondrous murder-fious fiend, here to greet you with a razor-sharp smile.
Come on.
What about the pickaxe? Where is it?
I was supposed to pick an axe?
No, you seeping imbecile. The pickaxe.
Seepin' imbecile. Oh, master, you won me with your executive level barbs.
Seriously though, did you really forget the pickaxe?
Give it a rest.
Omega-3 fatty acids, that's what you need. Great for a little memory factory. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch.
Not possible.
This is a level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate.
Yes, yes. Ah, the light bulb just went on. That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe.
I'm a little worried. We all know that there's only 2 reasons she would switch. One where she sneezed, which she was in the garden, so it could have been the pollen, especially if she has allergies. 2, she switches when she sees blood. One more mystery? Yeah, but now we just...
that certain age. So,
Object X? The craziness is ever intoxicating. Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life.
You've gotta be kidding. I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden.
What did you find? A body.
Cur-o-puss. You SOB! Did you hear me? I said corpse.
A corpse?
Yep. That's right. I found a corpse in the garden.
You found a corpse in the garden?
What did you say?
Before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into.
Come on.
We're going to the garden. Okay. There's only 2 people it could possibly be. Probably 3. The murder mystery has been detected. I saw someone laying on the ground with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife. There's 3 things I noticed right off the bat. 1, the person's facing upright with the mask. 2, there's a coat on them that appears to be folded over their body. And 3, they have fingernails buried in their stomach up to the hilt. What?
Are they really dead?
For sure, but who is it? Don't forget the blood. Deadly life has begun. Just to make things clear. Last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask. And whoever that was, now they're... I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me.
I told you there's a corpse hanging out here. No way.
Are they really dead? Is that really a dead body? You've seen a few of them now, Owie.
What?
You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. I have to check the body. Okay. My problem. My bad. But whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? How did they wind up dead in here? Their heart isn't beating. They're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven in their stomach, their clothes are stained bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue.
I'm pretty sure it's a girl, at least.
Huh? How can you tell?
Well, I think I see the outline of her chest and just the general shape of the body. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl.
Really? Then it could be...
Okay, let's tear the mask clean off.
Come on.
Wait, don't! But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot out toward the mask, and in that instant... Boom! Bye! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just... Let me turn down the mic sensitivity a little bit. Just She just went flying, didn't she? Where's that button? Where's that button?
Darkness blacker than black. Darker
Yes,
than dark.
that
The
one.
time of awakening has come. Return all of creation to cinders and rise from the abyss. Grant your humble servant the most powerful
Can you hear
attack
it?
ever known. Explosion!
Can you hear it pretty good? Yeah, great. The body blew up. Odd break in progress. Emitted in 30 seconds. It blew up, it blew up, it blew up. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out, but then...
Come on.
Hurry up! Put out the fire. As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, dump the water on it. Okay. Why don't you do it? The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Spush. Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it. I see the heels. Who else wore heels like that? What, man?
It exploded?
What
I
did
had
you
a
say?
bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body. Where's Toko? It's burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man.
Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again.
But now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we gonna find out who it was? At break ended. Who isn't here right now? Huh?
What?
If we consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be.
There's only one person missing.
It's Kyoko. He made a solid explanation on it, but the problem is there's the 16th student, Mukuro Isabi, I think. I think I said that right. Kyoko! And then that dead body is Kyoko? No, that can't be right. Calm down. I didn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person.
In other words,
The mastermind.
What?
What?
The mastermind.
What the heck?
Compare it to a meat being burnt, honestly. Come on, there's no way. The mastermind got charbroiled? Get serious. I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering. But I have a reason to believe it may be true. The mastermind being dead would explain the other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if the master is dead, right?
But
But that corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I remember what Alter Ego said. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s.
It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
what the heck?
He said the mastermind is some kind of middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. That's the most insightful thing you said thus far, Hagakure. Then that could mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster. Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Huh? Mukuro Ikusabi, the 16th student at Hope's Peak.
what?
What are you talking about? It could be, or it could mean that they weren't lying. The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school.
What?
I think you better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was,
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
it sounded like Kyoko thinks Mukuro Ikusabi is the mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right.
I see.
There's another student here, and it's a female. That would match the body's characteristics.
So,
And the phrase, the ultimate despair. It sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it? A sundial has appeared in the chat.
Could it be?
There is no telling who... I mean, it feels like there is one lie at least going around, or something unsaid. Okay, so the mastermind is this girl Mukuro, and she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair. But she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot. How'd she wind up burned to a crisp?
What the heck?
None of this makes any sense. Just to show up and then die? I think we better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Hey, wait! There we go. I was wondering who was going to mention it.
What?
aren't we forgetting something? You know, Toko?
What?
Oh yeah, she totally blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Nope. First off, how? Speak of the person. And congratulations on catching the sandile. Oh, she survived. Just so casually. Oh, she survived. She lives.
What just happened? Master?
They speak of her, and here she is. Speak of the devil. You declare for the whole world to hear you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Oh, well, I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you expel. That's enough for me to... Welcome to the chat, Globy. And she survived, yes, unfortunately. Welcome to Tabletop Hazards. Have you been here a while, or, and just now chatting, or did you just find this channel? Toko is your favorite? I figured it either... I figured your favorite to either be, like, Toko, or, Hagakure.
What the heck?
Yashiro, yeah. Just joined, actually. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. My name is Zuzuma, and I share this channel with my brother, Zanzu. So, I'm Zuzu. Today we are doing Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. I'm trying to do voices. I'm failing spectacularly. Let's check on her. How did you live?
I saw something out of the corner of my eye just for a second. It's a corpse, isn't it?
Well, I guess so.
You guessed!
It's a dead body. I'm not gonna look at it. I don't want to faint again. Yeah, we don't want that either, so I think it's best if you don't look. Everyone is dying.
Why? Why is this happening?
Even the explosion was done perfectly, though. I got to hand it to whoever did it. Is it wrong to admire that kind of skill?
Could it be?
The mastermind just got master landmined. Oh,
How about that?
pretty good, right? That one's going in the joke book of my soul. Arbayakula. I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. Regardless, I can't help but wonder who it was. Things are growing more interesting by the minute. I should take a quick look at his body one more time.
So,
Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko after all. Hold on, there's something on the ground there. Oh, so you want me to laser focus on this first? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, she is. She literally is the epiphany of Jekyll and Hyde. A lovesick fanfic girl, basically. A romanticized serial killer. A key. Is that what Kyoko took from Monokuma? But what did you steal?
So...
I stole this. A key? No, that's not the same key. It was shaped like Monokuma. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't shaped anything like that. And this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know that. Makoto, I'm gonna give you a very important task. Huh?
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean
So in other words,
the biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor? It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now? Wait, come on! I wanted to investigate more! Alright. Wrong button. The biolab. The data center. So the biolab is this way. Alright. Rawr. Okay. So the next one is the data center. Isn't that on the third floor? It fits! So you're back. How did it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor. Then we can get to the data center now?
I see.
I forgot my voices. Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. So when you open that door, there's not gonna be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words,
It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. What do you have to say about this? She's mad. I'm so not happy about any of this. Now you have an obligation to live. I don't want it. You do it.
Okay.
Not a guarantee. Gee, thanks for the faith. I'm totally sure there won't be another kaboom, for serious. But just to be safe, I'm gonna stand somewhere else. Ah. I reached out and put my hand on the door. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. I only trust someone as much as I can throw you. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up up to now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. I look at all the monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classroom. Every part of the school was covered. This is...
What?
It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room, and they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us?
Huh? Then this room is...
It's all clear now.
The Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. Then I think this settles it.
Huh?
The body in the garden, if they had the key to this room, can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ukusabi, and she was the Mastermind.
Huh? Then the Mastermind is dead. Like, really dead?
It would seem so.
What?
For serious?
It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself.
The Mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body... Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it that... But if the Mastermind is really dead... That means we can finally get out of this place!
How about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit! Come on!
That's enough.
No. We have to check this area thoroughly first. What about the exit? If the Mastermind is truly dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the Mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the Mastermind was obviously murdered.
What?
Murdered? So you think so too? Sorry. So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
The state of the corpse made its plainest day. There's absolutely no doubt. The Mastermind was murdered. Why's it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have even done that? And there is the mystery of who killed who. Was it Kyoko killed Mukuro? Or was it Mukuro that killed Kyoko?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind.
I'm telling you! Now you understand, you useless insect! You're banned from talking to Master ever again!
The Mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answer to those questions. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let's begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. I wonder if these are recorded. Why was the Mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out the identity and purpose of the Mastermind.
I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as fast as they can.
I mean, I want to know why they were killed as much as the next guy. But I also really want to get out of here.
What's your problem? Hurry up and find something.
Something's off. Something's really, really off. There's a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the Mastermind's been using all of them to spy on us.
As long as I have this.
Huh? Oh. There's nothing showing up on this one. Hey look, that's the TV. Isn't it a TV antenna? A wild mischievous has appeared in the chat.
How about that?
It is! It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high def antennas. Wait, so if we hooked up an antenna, we could watch TV?
Huh? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning Hina's here.
Are you talking about me? Okay. Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on.
You know?
You're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They all look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked.
So what, we can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from?
The mastermind must have been using these monitors to monitor the network and Alter Ego. You may very well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. And finally, the elephant in the room. Mischievous has been caught by 121. And this door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. Look me inside. No luck.
This door is locked, huh? What if you use the key that opened this door?
Let's give it a try, just in case. Nope, no good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. I'm guessing that was the key that Kyoko had.
Yeah. Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Can't stop thinking about the door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
You know?
Oh! Oh ho ho! What's that? Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working.
Really?
Now all we gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets from the outside world.
What the heck?
And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it.
Huh?
Oh. Huh? This is... It's the feed from the surveillance camera monitoring this room,
What
isn't
the
it?
heck?
Oh, that's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird.
You're weird. Weird in every way possible. And not just weird, super weird.
But
this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well...
Did you try changing the channel?
um...
Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. Karen went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be...
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. Oh, shit! Well then.
A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually...
I'm not sure, but...
Huh?
Oh no! Oh, you guys are missing out!
Huh? Huh?
Well,
Huh? What?
What?
Yeah! Been a while, you freaking bastards!
Monokuma?
You're supposed to be dead! Me? Dead? Don't be freaking stupid!
What?
Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different.
Of course! Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already.
Not even. It's been like like half a day at most.
Oh, how are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The looks on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went from hope to despair.
This isn't the first time seeing. I'm sorry. What is this? Don't tell me you pretended to be dead, all for this moment.
Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's gotta be totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
Well now.
And that's the shing. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going.
Let me out of here!
We were supposed to get out of here. I was there. I would have be keeping an eye out where he's gonna pop out from. You would. These are 9th graders. You remember what it was like being 9th grade, or are you 9th grade? You would be 9th grade because this is a mature channel. You remember what it was like being 15, right? You assume you know how the world works. And then you hit 21, and then you assume you know how the world works. Then you hit 25, and then you realize you had no clue what you were thinking back at 15. Ugh.
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides,
Yep.
this life isn't as all bad, you know. I mean, there's stuff you wouldn't like about life no matter where you are.
Are you serious? This place is the worst.
If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Well, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll get to the point now.
Yep. Even then, I know enough to keep an eye on everything because my situation of being of hearing. Are you hard of hearing? My dad was hard of hearing. At least that's what he said. Sometimes he could hear a fly land on a wood fence. So I'm not sure if he was actually hard of hearing or he just didn't like paying attention so much. It was always, you always knew he wasn't listening though, because whenever you asked him something, he'd be like, hmm. Yeah, he'd have that little uplift perked out, and his shoulders will rise up and be like, huh. Deep of his voice. I miss that about him. He had that,
Ooh, I'm pooped up from all that laughter. I guess I'll get to the point now.
The point.
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed?
Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you all about it.
There are many different types of hard hearing. Some can hear sound based on different things in pitch and volume. So you're like one of those people that can't hear like the really high pitches, or you can't hear the low sounds. I know that as we get older, eventually there are certain pitches that we can't hear that we could hear when we were like kids. Like certain ringings or dots. Like when I say dot, I mean like doop, doop, doop. So
That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna.
Huh?
Huh? What does that mean?
it's displaying this signal.
But it's just us, standing here.
Unbelievable.
You're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What?
Oh. Oh. That changes everything. Oh. Ad break in progress. Ooh. Ad break ends in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Ooh.
Extreme!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV.
Doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I understand the deeper meaning.
What? Broadcast live? To the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this?
But that's...
It can't be. Have they taken over the airways somehow?
Oh,
The camera feed is being broadcast! No way, that's impossible!
Phew. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in their crisis management system, you know. All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode.
Are you being serious right now? BRB. Oh, ho, ho. Well,
Of course!
I hear a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience to show them the true despair like they've never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best despair entertainment.
what are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy.
Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually,
What if they already did?
Huh?
yes indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at the TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be.
To take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources.
Yep, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first. Remember?
I botched that completely, my apologies.
Yep, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. There's a little business of...
The murder.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh?
Class trial? Do you mean...
It's the Monokuma file!
Everyone give it all you got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement!
Okay, things are getting pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a
I
ride.
can't wait! I can't wait!
And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment? And how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this. I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did they say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ukusabi was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly feels that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Mukuro Ukusabi, isn't dead. So naturally the body can't belong to her. So it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. The body is Kyoko's. Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. Magmi has been caught by 121. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not does not matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we better begin.
But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer.
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Huh?
But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable amount of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how the game works, after all. I better start by checking the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They also had been struck in the head with an object as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of crime. Back to the garden. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important, from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. However, we are also going to do what we have to do, and that is take a... Whoops, wrong one. We need to get rid of that one, honestly. But we are going to take a 15-minute break. It went a little longer than I wanted to. Back to Final Fantasy. No. We are going to return to Danganronpa. But only after a couple 15 minutes. Well, not a couple of 15 minutes. Some 15 minutes. I don't think the investigation will be that long. Personally. Because we already got through like one half of it. We'll either stop right before the trial begins. Streaming for today. Or we'll stop when it hits like the 2-hour mark. I'll be right back. A wild Quabblepus. Quabblepus appears in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the stream. Let's see. I was trying to be cool about it, but I'm trying to get OBS to cooperate with me, and that takes a minute. There we go. Alright then. And nice catch on the clobblepus. I don't know how to say it. Alright. Well, I might as well get witness testimony.
Listen, Makoto.
Do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right. It was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. And there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody, but for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember a lot better too. So thank you, too. Body before the explosion has been added to the truth bullets. That was insightful.
So who does the body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore.
I don't blame you. I remember there was some chickens in the coop. I count 4 chickens. Huh, 4?
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5.
Yeah, right?
Huh?
What's wrong? There are only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Oh? That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared.
What?
I was just down here before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens down.
What?
What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Even if a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. Someone must have been hungry. That was my first thought. But if there's chickens also bleed red blood, right? I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? It does sound suspicious that one of the chickens will go away, but it's a big thing too, because like, do you remember like how they paid so much attention to the chickens? It felt like a plot point. So the sprinklers turn on 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body's here before then, the sprinklers would have gotten it wet. Which means that the murder must have taken place after 7:30 a.m. Insightful. Those nozzles poking out, are those sprinklers? The Monokuma flower, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I don't think it's related to the case, so I think I'll just stay away. I recognize these as the fly plume, which is also based on the Rafflesia flowers. It's supposed to be very stinky. It also looks like the Venusaur flowers, too, if you look at it close enough. Good time, Makoto. I want to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi.
Alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I would love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Oh, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. Ad break in progress. And I can confirm when I arrived last night that there was nobody here.
In other words,
So the murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toka, Hiro, and Hina and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get down. At that point, we were all going to gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis is me and Kyoko.
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door. So where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth. I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I've been at a disadvantage the entire game. Don't start with me, Byakuya. First, my love interest tried to frame me for murder. The second time around, what was it? We found... Ad break. Thank you. Ad break's over with. The second time around, who was it? Chihiro? Chihiro was killed? You're the one who set up the dead body situation and tried to frame someone else. And then it turned out it was Mondo all along and you knew about it. So don't even start with me. Third time around was what? Celeste? You know, no biggie there. Fourth was Sakura. You almost got us all killed because you don't even understand what emotion is. Probably you've never been sick in your life. I am so angry at you. I vented way more than I intended to with that. I am the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? No shit, Makoto. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and?
Serious?
Well, I was thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back what I did this morning to help me remember what that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty quick. Once I got there and I met up with Hina, that was right around 7:30. The body had been moved during that time though, because the body had been moved after 7:30 because of the sprinkler system. So, even then, Makoto still also has an alibi, and her alibi is Aoi Ashihina. In which the others also have their own alibi, because they were all in the gym. It couldn't have been any of them. It had to be either Kyoko or Murkuro. Every time I say that name, I think of Murkuro for some reason. Murkuro did it! Yeah. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was that then? Now then, what time is it? It was around 9 o'clock, so it was probably 9 on the dot now. That's right. It had to have been around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Oh, now that you mention it, I think you're right. So we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found. That's a lot of detail in that one truth bullet, though. I am not looking forward to this. But here's the thing. The body announcement was not announced till later. Till it was about 10-ish, right? it had to be around 10ish, so it wasn't immediately. A wild worm madden trash form has appeared in the chat. A tarp. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Even the crazy diamond thing here is... What kind of Pokemon is that? It's the evolved form of Burmy if it was a girl. Depending on the form that Burmy evolves in will depend on the form that Wormadden evolves into. So, if the Burmy evolves while it's in the trash form, then you get a trash Wormadden. Madam. Unless the Burmy is a boy. If the Burmy is a boy, then it evolves into Motham. I caught it. Yes. Yes, you did. You caught it. I think this particular Wormadden has a... It's girl and it's pink. It also has a steel typing to it, if I remember correctly. So you got a bug steel type right there. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. Wormadden is caught, yes. You have officially caught it. But the underside is totally clean and completely dry. Oh, so you can check. I did not know that. How do you do that? One side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. The other side dry. So there's two things I can think about with this. One, the body was covered with the top during the sprinkling. But that won't explain the dirt. Two, the body was put on top of the tarp and moved, which explains why there was no blood on the ground. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. Once you do a Pokecatch, you can switch over to the RPG Pokemon and click on the PC icon and see if you caught it or not. Ah. Okay. So, is there anywhere else that I need to go? No, it doesn't look like it. So let's actually examine this. There's the knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body, from front to back. Does that mean that this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife. It really looks familiar. Wait, is this... That's it. The knife that the person was holding. Oh no! Everyone knows that Makoto had the knife before. Oh, we just got set up big time. This is getting really real. There are too many strange coincidences. We are literally going to be fighting for our lives on this one. So maybe this last person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in kind of a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife, and maybe then I... And if this is really Kyoko, it will mean that Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure. But I felt like I've seen it, something like this. But where? Wait, was it there? I have to double check that later. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Alright, the last piece. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all, and the body blew up. The top half got set on fire, so I dumped the water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The upper half of the body got set on fire in an explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? And then we have this. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make up the whole thing, but it looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Is there anything else I'm missing? Step away from the dead body. I think I checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically the fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go to confirm my suspicions, and I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true, then was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get in her room, I'd be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I cannot allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity. What? Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Looks like you two are partnering together. No! I didn't want to go here! Hey, Byakula. If you do come up with an alibi, I'll be happy to hear it later. At the cluster. Oh no, it's not about that. You have to keep the Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, in the meantime, I should look somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Where? Is it the gym? If it's the gym, I'm gonna be a little pleased with myself. It's the pool. Yep. Figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's wood. A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
Oh, boom! And that bomb went missing. Then there's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden. Okay, I checked everything. I think all that's left now is Kyoko's room. Back to the garden, back to the garden, back
Back to the garden.
Oh, hey. Hey, dude. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You want to check Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go.
Wait for me.
Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on the way to the dorms. Kyoko's first room. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took the key and slid in the keyhole. And it's open. Looks like it, thanks. So this is Kyoko's room. Here's weird. I don't see anything interesting. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles out to dry.
What? Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take my time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely I have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something.
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it! What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well,
Interesting.
something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. Open the envelope and look inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets. What could it be? There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That really doesn't surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know where it unlocks. Really? Where? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something at the dojo this might go to. The dojo? But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but I see that lifted up the sheets. What's this? I found a crumbled up piece of paper. Class 78 student registry. Mukuro Ikusabi.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusabi's profile. Yeah, it looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key.
You're so annoying. Fine, I tell you, it was a key and a brilliant. That's it.
This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to put myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuro Ukusabi. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on a wild timber appears in the chat. You don't know that ball. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She reveals that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. The wolf symbol. She insists that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Makuro's profile. Something's not right. Wasn't she supposed to be the ultimate despair? If so, why does she have soldier training? It makes sense as to why she never interacted with the rest of us, and she had her own way of doing things. Did she have a room here? If she's the ultimate soldier, then Kyoko isn't who we thought she is. Mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. You're cooking. Yeah, it feels like it.
I see.
Sorry, I was just talking away. There's no way to compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things just as an ordinary person. But then, I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have the uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of the world totally removed from the one I lived in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it! Whoa, I feel like a hero is becoming a bit of a player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. Ah, it's you.
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Oh, you found her profile.
So what if we did?
Hey!
Don't
come
forget
on
on me.
now!
Don't forget on me. I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours.
Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why that even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself.
Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting?
He does live up to it. Interesting.
It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey!
When you all first got together in the main hall back when, there were 15 people in there, right? I think the first meeting might have led to a little misunderstanding among you all.
A misunderstanding? Are you saying...
In other words...
That's right! There weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed!
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16.
16, then...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusabi. She's part of this school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Huh? Huh? Did you say something? Ding ding ding!
Yes, he does. Ding ding ding! They finally announced it. Even though he had already said before, in their first trial, there were 16 students. I remember that. Maybe I'm more involved in this now than I was the first time I played it. But man, why are you telling us this?
Oh, well, because, like I told you, this killer game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page.
And yet they hadn't noticed the numbers until now. I know, it's so weird. It's like they may be ultimates at one thing, but they're just all ultimately stupid at the when it comes down to it.
I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know.
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you.
Revenge?
I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with you.
They are the master of their own craft, but only one person did notice it. Yeah, just because you're a master at one thing doesn't mean you have a jack of all trades skill. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time. Well, don't tell anyone I told you. She wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see.
What?
Okay, now that's all you get.
So the body's not Kyoko's. It's Makuro's. And it feels like Kyoko is not who she says. There's a reason she has amnesia. So she doesn't remember that she's a participant in the game. She's literally hunting down her own backstory. That's why she has amnesia. How can she play the game if she has the if she has the unfair advantage? You remember what she said? Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars. So on the back of her hand, the tattoo. What did you do to my body? I remember that now. Oh, but that was how did you remember that? That was clever. Oh wow, this is intense. Wait, but no, Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars. Which means I remember anything and everything. You ever heard of My Hero Academia? Your quirk is perfect memory. Those fake nails, yeah. Is that actually something you have? I know like there's a percentage of the world that can actually remember everything that ever happened. Are you one of those people? That'd be really cool if it was. If it's true, yeah. Those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
Wow, okay, that's rude. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Murkuro was a student
right.
here. Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Murkuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact is that he said that proves that Murkuro is connected to this case. Ads again, yeah. What was that first? No, not sure really. I never got tested, but I know I have to pay attention to everything because of my hard of hearing, so I can't be sure. Oh no. Well, ad's supposed to be over in like 45 seconds, so I'm gonna drink some water. And we're over the 2-hour mark. I don't want to play for much longer, but I feel like we're hitting the very end of the investigation period. Yeet! Thank you for subscribing for 4 months! That's awesome! Oh, you can't hear the music too good because of Danganronpa, but... Yeah. So, I'll put the... Yay! Thank you for the subscription again, 121. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Murkuro is connected to this case. Okay, you're back. No more ads. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of the 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Murkuro is related to the case.
It's certainly
Perhaps
possible.
she's the one that killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her a part of the school killing gang. Murkuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Murkuro Ukusabi isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Murkuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? And that's a good point.
So, in other words...
Murkuro has given us information that would raise questions about her would-be bold, to say the least. But it makes more sense than to assume that Murkuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Murkuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely seems possible. But if that's really true, if Murkuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key in the dojo really are connected.
Let's go.
Well, are you coming? Alrighty. Hurry up and check the locker. That's what we're here for after all. Alright. Pushy, pushy, pushy. Yep, there are wooden lockers here. They use the woodblock keys, just like those super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker to the farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found in the locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it. Atropius has appeared in the chat! Okay. I took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but a strong little stick. Strong sticks. That don't make sense. Oh, and there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood
I
stain?
see.
If it is, that means it was surely be related to the case. The duct tape is related to the case somehow. But how could that possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. They had the key to the locker and wind up in the victim's room.
Why?
Or perhaps... Yakua? He's thinking the same thing we're thinking. Forget it. Come on, we need to continue to the next location. Nice catch! Huh? What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how are we supposed to find that out? Remember chapter 2, dude? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? Research. Are you talking about the archive? That's right. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I remember you spent a lot of time here. Now it doesn't feel like you're dragging me around, though. It actually feels like we're working together for once. Only, it feels like you're also using me in the same manner. Yeah, we're getting so close, I'm getting all hyped up. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Mukuro is not the suspect here. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakula seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight for the shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with the file in hand. I was trying to talk to him.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How do you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? Because they said Spanish was more important. That's why. I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you. But I expect to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Oh, you took French? Well, you know more about it than I do. We didn't get to learn French when I was in school. It was Spanish, for the most part. You had the option to learn but that was back in high school, and we had the choice to take certain college classes. Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Of course, why wouldn't it be? They're starting to sound a little more like ninjas. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. I know Spanish. I was raised in it, and I took French for fun, but I regret it. You regret taking French? So you know Spanish. You was raised in Spanish. So English is like your second language, not your first. Is it like Spanish, European Spanish, or is it like the North American Spanish or South American Spanish? Because I know there's like different dialects. They're a little different from each other. Well, English is my first, and Spanish. Okay. They claim to be that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Finir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, the mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations. Most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continuing existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they acquired. Some, however, believe that there was As for Spanish, I was raised in different households and learned 2 dialogue and came out with a mixed speaking. Nice. I can barely speak the one language. That's the best way to describe. And you've heard me get better about my speech. Sometimes I still have a little difficulty there, but I really think streaming's helped a lot. I feel like it's made a difference. I know Mom used to keep encouraging me to stream because one was from Central and the other was Outer Mayan. I thought Mayan was like a dead language. Well, the more I learn, guess it's not dead after all. Maybe it was the Aztec that I was thinking of that was dead. I know she said she wanted me to keep streaming, because my speech has improved. Before I started streaming, I wasn't speaking to like anybody. I was using mostly gestures for the most part. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry, my mind went blank. That's the other part of my speaking. My mind just goes blank when I'm talking. I can't think as fast. Also, for the record, my way of speaking is kind of messed up. Hey, I'm pretty sure yours is a lot better than mine for the most part.
What?
Okay, back to the game. What is it? This is all to sound like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are a part of our world. They're battlefields. Excuse me. I was gonna try to push it, but... because there's not really a good save spot. But we spent 20 minutes with this dude. Reality is a long time to wake up. That may very well be the end game. That very well may be what happens at the very end. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what all makes this so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Finir. Now that you mention it. The report says something about where the name Finir comes from, right? That's right. It said Finir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. That or they are clones. Oh, that'd be so twisted that they ended up being clones. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of this team, each soldier that joins the squad will get a tattoo representing Finir somewhere on their body. What? They got the tattoo of Finir. Could that mean Mukuro Ukusabi's profile has been updated? And that's it.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that.
I was expecting something completely different.
Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. I thought this chapter would have more to do with Hina, because wasn't the chapter about... No. Wait, is he actually nearby? It seemed like he was close. Maybe it's just messing with me. Oh well. Yeah, it's all coming together. Oh man, I would love it if we had like the actual GIF. I think that's what they're called, GIFs. GIFs. I don't think it's GIFs because there's the Jiffy brand. But that is all of that chapter, or that segment anyway. We are going to return to the main menu. And yeah, we're gonna call an end to the stream. So, thank you very much for coming. There was that one person, I think I can still find them in the chat. If they're still here. They only chatted like once. Twice, maybe. I'm looking through the chat. Can't see them. Ah, Globy78. You should talk to your brother about adding the 7TV. 7TV, what's that? You can add all kinds of emotes. Ooh. I will ask Sansu about that. Definitely, I'll ask him about that. Do you want to raid out? It's just the two of us. I'm pretty sure it's just the two of us. Yeah, it's just the two of us. Do you want to raid out? Let's see who's actually, There's Knots. There's Knots. Who on today? You wanna just go on the Knotses? Knots, here we go. Okay. So we're gonna do the raid message. Okay, paste. And I'm gonna do that on my end. Well, I got two things going. I got my Zuzuma going, and then I got TableTop going. So, raid. Yeah, we did it. 3 viewers are ready to go. Alright, so another fun stream of murder mystery. Ooh. You think this one's intense? I think there's like 2 more games of it, plus a side game series featuring just the girls. But we'll be saving those another time. We won't be playing that right after Danganronpa. We'll take a little break in between. I think we might play the one specific game. Fun stream of murder. Yeah, there's like 2 more main games. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you're on the YouTube side, check out our other stuff. we got posted. I got like a whole playlist. I'm trying to keep them all organized. It's hard, but I'm trying. And I think either tomorrow or Friday it'll be Zensu. I don't know what King Dan has planned later today. I am going to meet up and join up with them around 8 o'clock, which from my side of things is like 1.5 hours. So anyway, thanks for joining. We're raiding out now.